Hello, this is your special education virtual content specialist with the 7th grade math lesson for June 24th. This lesson, like all lessons, can be found on TeachHub, and it provides the title, the focus question, and the learning objective, including the standards and objectives for each lesson. Additionally, we provide guidance for using this resource, including instructional and technology guidance, implementation guidance for the lesson, guidance for summarizing, guidance for assessment during instruction, and general methods of engaging students with disabilities and multilingual learners. 7th graders are working on Unit 9, Putting It All Together. Day 13, More Expressions and Equations, Part 1. How can we solve problems using equivalent expressions? The introduction asks students, have you ever attended a play? And to describe what it was like. To support students who may never have attended a play, there are images that would give them an idea, and I modify the question to say, if yes, what was the experience like? If not, what do you think it would be like? The second portion of the introduction asks, what mathematical questions do you have about the images? What do you wonder? For the Explore, students are told that student tickets for the play cost $2 less than adult tickets. To support students with disabilities, I put one question per slide so that they're not overwhelmed. And to support students with receptive language issues, read all situations aloud. Students who listen both to and read the information will benefit from extra processing time. Question 1 asks, if A represents the price of one adult ticket, write an expression for the price of a student ticket. So students should get A minus 2. A misconception that students may have is that they might write the expression for the cost of a student ticket as 2 minus A instead of A minus 2 because they confuse how to represent 2 less than a quantity. Provide these students with values for the price of an adult ticket and have them find the price of a student ticket. Help them see the structure of subtracting 2 from the cost of an adult ticket and not the other way around. Question 2A asks, write an expression that represents the amount of money they collected each night. The first night, the school sold 60 adult tickets and 94 student tickets. One possible expression is 60A minus 94 parentheses A minus 2. Alternatively, students can write 60A minus 154A minus 188. Question 2B asks, write an expression that represents the amount of money they collected each night. The second night, the school sold 83 adult tickets and 127 student tickets. So students can write 83A plus 127 parentheses A minus 2. Alternatively, they can write 83A plus 210A minus 254. Question C asks, write an expression that represents the total amount of money collected from the ticket sales on both nights. Students can write 364A minus 442 or its equivalent. Question 4A asks, over these 2 nights, they collected a total of $1,651 in ticket sales. Write an equation that represents this situation. Students can write 364A minus 442 equals 1,651. For 4B, it states over these 2 nights they collected a total of $1,651 in ticket sales. What was the cost of each type of ticket? So when students solve, they should get $5.75 for adult tickets and $3.75 for student tickets. Question 5 asks, is your solution reasonable? Explain how you know. A sample response could be, yes, it's reasonable that tickets to the school play would cost somewhere between $0 and $10, and also that the adult tickets would cost more than the student tickets. I can show it is correct because 5.75 parentheses 60 plus 83 close parentheses plus 3.75 parentheses 94 plus 127 close parentheses is equal to 822.25 plus 828.75, which equals $1,651. For students who struggle with question 4 and question 5, remind them that they know how to write expressions with fewer terms and that they know how to solve equations of the forms p parentheses x plus q close parentheses equals r and px plus q equals r. Support them in grappling with how these concepts and skills can come together to help solve problems. To synthesize the activity, consider asking the following questions. Why was the price of an adult ticket chosen as the variable? So students can say that this was an arbitrary choice. You can also ask, could the problem be worked by choosing the price of a student ticket as the variable? How would the expressions be different? The equation, the solution? A sample response to that would be, yes, instead of -2, we would have +2 in the expression. The solution to the equation would be 3.75 instead of 5.75. You can also ask, what does each term in the expressions you wrote represent? How did you find the price of a student ticket? How did you check that your solution is correct? For the summary, students are responding to the focus question, which is, how can we solve problems using equivalent expressions? To support students with disabilities, you can provide them with a sentence starter, such as this one. We can solve problems using equivalent expressions by blank. This lesson, like all lessons, were adapted using illustrative mathematics and open up resources. Please visit these sites to support digital learning. If you have any questions, reach out to your virtual content specialist. Thank you.